Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Live. We are live. This is day 2. Let me get the chat going, you guys. And kind of widen this up a little bit. Day 2 of the lemon challenge. And today, let's just get right into it, okay? Today we're gonna work a little bit on the notan, the 3-value sketch. And hey, Blanca, good day to you, my love. Nice to have you here. So today is the Notan day. This is also the 3-value sketch, and then a painting of the lemon in black and white. I don't think I'm going to get to the painting in color, but I just want to show you what the general process is of what I do. Doesn't mean you have to do it, right? But it's what I do and how I go about with my painting. You can hear me okay, right, Blanca? Let me know. So going to the scenes right away. Okay, I have these 4 um, little paper canvas. And the picture, yes. Okay, good, 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 good. So what we're gonna do is get the notan, that beautiful notan, and we're gonna do that by just using black and white. I'm gonna get the microphone a little bit closer. Hopefully this will help. Um, okay, I might not be helping there. Let me try something with the mic. Give me a second. Un momento. Okay. Don't know if this is going to work. Doesn't look like it. Well, it is what it is, okay? I can only do what I can do. You all know that. So we'll be just hopefully being okay with the mic. Oh, I know where I can put it. This will be better while I'm painting. There we go. Okay. Sorry for the delay. So you can see on the screen that I have this Notan image. It's an image of the lemon. You can see the actual lemon that we're going to be painting. Okay. And this first one is just the black and white of this lemon. This is the Notan, the infamous, most beautiful part of painting. And you're thinking, why? What on earth for? And the answer to that is that this underlying sketch is, in fact, the abstract, energetic element of your painting. And uh, you may be wondering what the heck that means. Um, and I think what I want to say about the notan is when you know which part of your painting is basically in the darks and which part of the painting is in the lights, then uh, you have something that you can work with, something that you can just ground yourself on. It's like the blueprint of your painting. So let's just see what we can do here. Got all this stuff here. Oh my goodness. Okay, you can see in the image that the darks pretty much come right out the corner, but uh, it's not a good idea to like take things right out of the corner, you know? So I moved it up a little bit. And all we're doing is just getting the basic shape. So basically, your notan is just the black. You choose which areas of your mid values, you know, the mid tones, which ones are going in the light and which ones are going to be in the dark. And this is a real quick, you don't spend a lot of time putting together like the perfect notan. You don't need to do that. No. All you need to do is just basically get this abstract kind of, actually, I'm going to pull it down. Okay. We'll get a sense of a corner happening there. All right. You don't really need to do any more than this, right? I think I'll just do uh, for the purpose of the demonstration is add the whites. Let me get a different brush here. And, you know, use big brushes. Don't use little ones. Use big ones. Okay. That's just titanium white. You can tell by the design of the notan if it's going to work as a painting or not. So that's the importance of the notan. You want to save yourself the struggle of if a certain painting that you have an idea about is going to work or not, do a note tan. And you can see, generally speaking, the ones that have very simple designs, like this one, uh, work well. If you're sending messages, I can't read them at the moment. I can't see the screen. So give me a minute. Okay, so that would be the Notan. And as you can see, what didn't take any more than 5 minutes to actually put it together. Maybe a little bit longer. And because this is a simple design, it will work as a painting. And for me, Notans are the number one area that we all need to use. Get all the white out of there. Okay, so next is taking a look. Hey, Stewie Arch from New York. It's so good to see you. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. You want to join in on the 30-day lemon painting challenge? So today you're going to get uh, a good, uh, hold on. You can see, oh, you're on duty. That's fine, you guys. That's fine. Take what you can. So here we have then the hold on a sec. I'm trying to figure this thing out, get this thing going. Now let's do the 3-value sketch. Can you all see that okay? So here we're going to paint the 3 values. So it's taking, if you look on the palette, the white and the black, and you're mixing a gray. So we're going to go with a mid-tone. You need much less black. So when you're mixing colors, tend to go with the light colors first and then mixing in the darker colors. That's one way you can start, right? Until you get to know what each color does. This gray palette, this glass palette, is basically a mid-value gray. So it's in between the white and the black. And the way to see that is to squint down. If you squint down and you can't really tell the difference, then you have succeeded in creating a midtone. Now, this part of painting may seem like it's, not exciting. You're not like in there painting the painting. But if you do this just for the 30 days, just the note tan. You don't need to do the three value sketch, but we're going to do it today because that's what this lesson is about. Okay, so I'm going to go in and and get a handle on this three value sketch. So again, I'm going to go with the dark, and I'm using a big brush, right? It's a big one. And we're going to go in and basically do the same thing, right? I'm going to start it above the corner, not right in the corner. And I haven't got a good view of the reference. So again, here, and again, in this three value sketch, all we're doing is adding in some a mid-tone. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid on. It's because it's the black that I have is pretty dry. I'm going to add some liquid. Liquid is just a medium. It's a pretty easy medium. If you don't have a medium, it's a great place to start if you're a beginner. A great place to start. And to continue to use as you go out throughout your painting as you grow. So you need just a tiny bit. It just loosens up the paint and also helps the paint dry fast. So again, we're and you just notice that the actual black is not coming all the way to the edge this time. There's a little marker there. Okay, so gonna wash off my brush. If you guys can see everything okay. And let's go with gray. So I'm put some liquid on the tip of my brush. Sorry if my camera is moving. So if you can get three values and you can do it effectively, you're going to have a painting. Like people will pretty much know, they'll have a pretty decent idea of what you've got going. So moving this area into the midtones because it's not a white. It's just absolutely not a white. Okay, and I'm going to move that up. See how quickly these can be done. All right. Then, of course, adding the white. Oops. Okay. Comes almost up to the top. You have to kind of be careful not to start mixing in, just laying it on top. And there's some also coming in there. It's starting to mix in, so I'm getting 4 values in there. That was probably unnecessary. Didn't work. Certainly on the, now there's some light here. I wouldn't put white here. I don't even know if I would put this in here. I kind of like this one as a pointer in, right? So now you can begin to create the composition in a better way. Like what would you leave out? And what are you going to put in? Right? Yeah, and doesn't have to be obviously perfect. So you may not know that that's a lemon specifically if you just look at it, but you do know that it's an upcoming still life. Okay. So then the next stage is what we're going to do here. This is not what I do with all my paintings. With all my paintings, I start here, and when I like the notan and I like the simplicity of it, I know it's going to work as a painting. So then, you know, the 3 value sketch, I used to do them a lot. I don't need to do them anymore. I almost always uh, can just, I can automatically see the three value sketch, but it's really, really helpful uh, to paint um, just using black and white or another color that you have with white. Should be a dark one, like a raw umber works well, or a burnt umber. Okay, so let's get rid of this one and let's take a look at the black and white lemon. There we go. You guys can see that okay, right? Okay, so based on what we've got going here, let's do this this next painting, this black and white one. How much time have we got so far? 26 minutes. Okay, so we may just do this black and white. I don't know if I'll do the color one today. I may save doing the color one tomorrow, just depending how time goes. So I'm trying to keep these uh, lemon paintings about an hour, long. Okay, on the palette, so we have a white, we have a mid-tone, and we have a black. You do understand how super easy it is to mix another value, right? To have like a 5 value. Mm. And you can just mix up a value scale. 5 values is pretty good. The other thing I want you guys to do here is paint quickly. Don't want you to spend a lot of time getting stuck with details upon details upon details. Okay, I'm going to separate these so that you can see them better. I tend to I tend to mix a lot of colors together. You can do that when you're using a limited palette. You still have to be careful. Um, you still need to be careful when you're mixing your colors. But if you're using a limited palette, especially a primary limited palette, you can pretty much mix all you want and not worry about creating mud and um, creating bad color mixtures that just aren't working. Okay, so we have a dark gray there. Let's get a mid gray again. I'm going to mix up a big blob of it. I tend to not mix enough. I am a very frugal painter, and that can be very detrimental when you are painting. I like, using things when I'm doing studies and I know it's not anything that can be sold. Uh, I'm not in a position right now where I'm able to just go out and buy the best art supplies. One day, hopefully, that will be the case. I'm pretty sure it will be, as my YouTube channel is growing, and it is my my only source of income. And so I'm waiting for it to take off, you guys, because uh, if this channel takes off, then I will also be in a much better place. Okay. Some of you know, I don't know, you've heard me talk about it. My husband's a fisherman, and he had a large, I guess like 60 some foot fishing boat, which 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, um, sank to the bottom of the Aegean Sea and really threw us into, uh, into difficulty. We're in the process, we're almost out of the difficulty, getting a new boat and getting it ready so that he can get out, probably another 6 months or so. And so the help I'm getting here, oh, you too, Blanca, not enough of it. Yeah, it's better to mix more rather than spending time always mixing new colors. So yeah, this YouTube channel, not only do I absolutely love making videos, and I love the morning musings, and I love doing what I'm doing right now. Um, I, they say, right, if you love what you're doing, then do that. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So while I'm loving it, I'm going to go in now with a mid-tone and just kind of mark out everything. Right here we've got Okay, um, and I'm gonna mark out. Here, let's get this lemon just a little bit larger. Huh? Okay. So basically it's going to be pretty much the same. Okay. I just want the placement. And then going in with the darks. The black is going to be specifically for this cast shadow here. This is in the wrong place, isn't it? It's about a third of the way down. I'm going to leave it. Okay. The dark gray here, maybe a bit too dark. You can't really decipher the difference, can you? Okay. Going to mix, use a mid-tone. We still have to push some values together. Like here. And again, You know, you don't need to get lost in this. We have a very gentle switch between the backgrounds, the light area and the dark area. And, you know, we can gentle we can gentle that out a little bit without having it being just one harsh line. Okay. Here, we've got some of the mid-tone in this area. And I'm also going to put some here. I'm going to fill most of this up with this value here. Probably giving more emphasis there. Yeah. Can you see how quickly this is coming together, you guys? Just pulled some color in there. Doesn't need to be there. Getting a sense of the back wall. So as is, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? Oops, I keep knocking that. Okay, so you can see how with just these colors, just black and white, you can, in fact, put together a pretty decent little sketch. So let's see if I can handle and manage the limit. Cleaning off my brush. And we're going with let's see how that is going. So brightening up the lemon just a little bit. It's too dark, too dark. So, I mean, basically, that's all you need to do. Pull it down a little bit for this area. Add a little bit more white. Okay. And let's also add some variation here. I pretty much let's see if we did this design instead. That would work too, I suppose. Can't have it too dark. Yeah, I like that. Basically, what the notan is saying, what the three value sketch is saying, and what the black and white is saying. Okay. I'm going to do the color painting of this tomorrow. It's nearly an hour, and let's see where we're at. Move this over a little bit. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it does look, it looks fine, doesn't it? So you can see basically the process, right? You can tell by the uh, importance of the notan. Blanca, are you looking at me or are you looking at the paintings? I can't quite tell what's going on this program. Oh, it looks like you're looking at the paintings. There. Hi. Hi. Sweetheart, I love that. So that's why I say, like, when you're having your coffee or tea in the morning and put a lemon on your table and just sketch it out. Just sketch it out, like real quickly. These notans, these notans that I'm talking about, here, I'm going to go back and look at it. These notans are absolutely fabulous. Um, they are very quick. They're very quick, and uh, you don't need anything for them. While you're drinking your tea in the morning, put a lemon out and just do notans. The more notans you do, the better you will get. It's inevitable. The notan is the blueprint of your um the blueprint of your process, of the process of everything that we do. And let's just take it on a personal level, right? um Got my hair sticking up. uh uh on a personal level, the notan, when you come up with some new idea, you get this inspiration, right? You get this inspiration. That inspiration in itself is equivalent to a notan. You got that? So it's the equivalent to a notan. When you paint starting out with the notan, you are acknowledging the inspiration, what it is that you as a human being, as an artist, are connecting with, and why you want to paint this lemon. And of course, right, maybe you don't want to paint my lemons, but it's a really, really good process to begin to get yourself alive with understanding that you've got an inspiration, that you have a visualization, a fantasy, something that you want to paint, that you want to draw, that you want to quilt, or that whatever it is, right? And we do that process all the time, whether we're aware of it or not. You get an idea to cook, I don't know, something. You get an idea for it. There it is. That's your blueprint. That's your notan. It's the idea of your painting. It's the idea of the food that you're going to cook. And then you bring it down and you process it, you pull it through, you manifest it, you put it out on the table, and people eat happily, right? Same thing with the painting. You get the idea, you pull it down, you work with it, you paint it, and you put it out for people to enjoy and for you to enjoy. So that's kind of how I go about my painting. I don't do a no-tan, a three-value sketch, and a black and white. I don't do that anymore, but I did when I was learning how to paint. And even if you're an advanced artist and you know what the heck you're doing, I know you know, and I know you would agree with me that coming back to doing these very basic steps again, just reestablish, readjust yourself, right? And put you in again, dive off that proverbial diving board and, do the swan dive with a double flip into into that pool of creativity. And yeah, it is with everything that we do, everything. So tomorrow, same time, same place, we're going to be painting the color painting of this little study. And you will find, if you haven't had a chance, Blanca, I know you didn't have time, but maybe today you can practice doing a notan at least. If you do any of these, it's the notan. Do the notan. You can do it with a pencil, little tiny sketches, not as big as what I did here, not at all. Little tiny thumbnail, 1 inch by 1 inch type thing. Okay. uh, do those. Just do a bunch of notans, and you will find that when you go to paint your painting, you know where to put things. You know how it's going to look. If the notan is interesting, without a lot, without too much, without it being too crazy, then your painting is also going to be interesting. And also remember this with the notan. Yeah, please do. Please do. You will thank me. No matter who you learn from, uh, as you paint, trying to paint, this is the blueprint. This is the base. It is the foundation, your notan. And just for reference, make sure that all of your darks, if you're scribbling with a pencil, that all of the pencil marks, if you picked up the corner of that little thumbnail sketch and pulled it up, all of the darks would come off. Try and keep all the darks connected, not the lights. The lights can be sporadic here and there, it doesn't matter. But the darks, it helps with the structure of your painting when all the darks are connected, okay? Like you see in this here. So, all right, you guys, I am going to go for a cold water swim. It is my swimming season, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much, Blanca, for being here with me. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. All right. Take care. Bye.